Dream, 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 dream.
Ooh, whoa. That is graphic.
Why did I say that?
That's what the cinema was telling you. It's good.
My fault. I made it happen.
Thank you to HUEL for sponsoring this video. More on them in just a bit.
Cowpoke of the Reject Nation. We are
Yeehaw.
here for yet another momentous occasion. We are about to check out a cinema classic, a watershed moment in queer cinema specifically. It is time for Brokeback Mountain. I remember vividly when this came out, quite a conversation surrounding this film, and I have seen none of it. I remember we tried to learn the guitar part, Greg and I, back in the day. And we could sort of do that, but I am excited to check out, a monumental flick right now. But first, before we hop into that, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good today, man. It's we're just filming this at the beginning of a new week, and this is the first shoot, and I'm excited, man. I really enjoyed watching queer cinema with my boys over here. We watched The Heat of Rivalry, we watched Love, Simon, so I'm excited to find another gem. And I also know nothing about this movie because, I don't know. But I just know it's, what's his name? Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and it's based on a ride they closed at Disneyland. Andrew, how you feeling?
The only other thing I know about, I'm doing okay. The only other thing I know about this film is Ang Lee directed Hulk right before this, 2 years for it, and he won Best Director for this film. So
Hell
He won Best
yeah.
Director for Hulk, and then he took that blank check and made
for
this
Hulk.
film.
Definitely for Hulk. Yes. How are you doing, John Itzio?
I'm good. I'm excited to start the week off with some cinema with a capital C, and excited to see all you guys as well. So let's do this thing. Let's watch the movie. Let's see what cowboys have to feel about.
Yeehaw. Focus on them pictures.
Yeah,
Focus on them features.
I always love how that always out of focus.
I was thinking the same.
Works on me. It's a nice motif. Ooh.
River Road, baby.
Movie takes place just off the side of that lake.
Just very silent and eerie.
Gotta respect the movie that goes right for the title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love a title sequence. I love a prologue. Sometimes just
Presented as is. Let's get into it.
little bucking bronco on their license plate.
Ah, man, do I miss him.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Their music reminds me a little of Last of Us.
This is definitely what this movie's gonna be like.
100%.
It's just him protecting Jake Gyllenhaal furiously.
Watch, we're going to see that it's the composer from Last of Us. I didn't know it's a period piece. Or, I guess period piece for us because it's 1963.
Yeah.
Truly, like, I know next to nothing except for
yeah.
the one quote. Wow! A rich history of trains and movies, just overtaken by a massive phallic symbol.
Beautiful location.
This feels like pictures from a trip out west somewhere. Oop. What happened there? Hunk of junk.
Gotta respect this Canadian tuxedo black hat combo.
Oh,
Look at this. You got the Joker and Mysterio here.
That's what they were thinking.
I'm sure.
Yep.
As the director of the Hulk yelled action.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
What an interesting physical exchange.
Is that Randy Quaid?
Oh,
I couldn't
hell yeah.
I couldn't tell.
You pair of dudes is looking
Yep,
for work.
it
I
is.
suggest you get your scrawny asses in here pronto.
Could have said something on the way in.
He had to take off his sunglasses first.
He had to let them have their little heated rivalry moment.
Hey.
Up on Brokeback, the Forest Service got designated campsites on the lot. Them camps can be 3 or 4 miles from where we pasture the woolies.
Woolies.
There's nobody looking after them at night. Now, what I want
sheep.
is camp tender, stay in the main camp where the Forest Service says, but the herder, he's going to pitch a pup tent on the QT with the sheep, and he's going to sleep there.
Okay.
But you sleep with the sheep, 100%.
Wowie.
No fire, don't leave no sign.
Damn.
You roll up that tent every morning in case the Forest Service snoops around.
In case the Forest Service snoops around.
Jeez.
No,
Sounds really cold.
no.
God, all these subtle looks they're giving each other, though.
You got your dogs, 30-30, you sleep there. Last summer I had goddamn near 25% loss. I don't want that again. You. Fridays at noon to be down at the bridge. Grocery list and mules. Somebody with supplies be there at the pickup.
And don't forget to wind your watch.
Tomorrow morning we'll truck you up to the jump off.
Interesting. So they're gonna be isolated out in the elements.
We're good. You guys can leave now.
Yeah. You gotta let us know when interactions are beginning and ending, my guy.
All right. And neither of them has said a word yet.
Jack Twist.
Jack Twist.
Jack and Ennis.
Ennis.
Your folks should stop at Ennis?
Delmar.
Nice to know you, Ennis Delmar.
Ennis Delmar. People made such a thing out of his name being Ennis. His name is Ennis. It's not the same.
My second year up here. Last year, one storm, the lightning killed 42 sheep.
Damn.
Ooh, shit.
Thought I asphyxiated from the smell. The gear got all over my, like I was supposed to control the weather. But Pete's working for my old man. Can't please my old man, no way.
What does he do?
That's why I took the rodeo. You ever rodeo?
I mean, once in a while, when I got the entry fee in my pocket.
Ooh, what's your game?
Well, you from ranch people?
Yeah, it was.
Your folks run you off?
Well, they run themselves off. There was one curve in the road and 43 miles, and they missed it.
Shit.
Damn.
Bank took the ranch, and brother and sister, they raced me mostly.
If I'd never seen him before, I would have no idea he's Australian right now.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
thinking.
right.
Like, they're both doing great work, but he's like a whole other guy.
Yeah.
Those performances, vocal range is so versatile.
I was tripping out the first time I ever discovered he was actually Australian.
Oh, my.
Leave that sheep alone. Just wants to live its best life.
Only thing, don't never order soup. Them soup boxes are hard to pack.
Oh.
Well, I don't eat soup.
Well, I wanted some soup.
You want to watch it there? That horse has a low startle point.
Uh-oh.
Out there's a filly that can throw me. Yeah, unless you want to sit around tying knots all day.
Let's get. Now, I'm pretty good at tying knots.
It really does sound a little bit like Last of Us.
Yeah, right?
All acoustic guitars are The Last of Us. Oh, my God.
What a beautiful shot.
Amazing.
My God. And they're actually doing that with all
Oh,
their
for sure.
sheep.
No, this was shot on the volume.
all the sheep are CGI.
All the sheep are CGI, yeah.
Definitely.
See, movies like this always make me want to travel.
Seriously.
See, you forget that a lot of this, at least for now, still exists.
Mm-hmm.
And is just as beautiful. Oh, little guy. Well, and two, it's like they're obviously you're wrangling and you're like doing logistical stuff, but you're also like caring for creatures while you're doing this together. Yeah. You're in a pseudo parental shared role right now.
Just in case the predator comes by.
They're gonna cover themselves in mud any minute.
Yeah.
Ooh, beautiful. Aw.
There it is.
A little fire burning. Green
Must be
light.
so peaceful out there.
Better most beans.
I do not like beans.
I wasn't
Wow.
crazy about them growing up, but they're okay now.
Can't wait till I get my own spread and I won't have to put up with Joe Gary's crap no more.
I'm saving for a place myself. Alma and me, we'll be getting married when I come down off this mountain.
Alma.
Had to stay with the sheep, no fire bullshit. Gary got no right making us do something against the rules.
Dude, you should trade off. If only you had the same skills, I guess. Eh?
Oh.
Get your rodeo on.
Mm-hmm.
They both must have had to put in a lot of time learning to ride and
Oh,
stuff.
for sure.
Aw.
Whoa, see the lightning in the background?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
God.
I wonder if that's real if they added that.
I wonder. I mean, I could imagine them just being like, "Fucking get out there, roll. We got this storm rolling in. Let's make the most of it."
No more beans.
Been farting too much.
I was going to say, are you having yourself a blazing saddle situation? Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
What an image.
The yearning.
Who shall make the first move?
Something wrong?
Yeah, so why
didn't you get the wolf.
powdered milk and the spud?
That's all we got.
Well, here's next week's.
Thought you didn't eat soup.
Yeah, I'm sick of beans.
Too early in the summer to be sick of beans.
When is it an appropriate time to be sick of beans?
In the winter.
Ah.
Oh, shit.
Whoa!
Damn, son.
Shit. Uh-oh.
No, don't run.
I was just about to say, imagine sleeping next to a stream would be really nice, except for the bears, and then a bear pops up.
The bears. Oh, no. Interesting.
Like how they were keeping the product placement out of frame.
Where the hell you been? Been up with the sheep all day. I get down here hungry as hell, and all I find is beans.
Sick of beans.
What in the hell happened, Ennis?
Come on a bear is what happened. Goddamn horse spooked and the mules took off and scattered food everywhere. Beans about all we got left.
Shit.
A whiskey or something?
Jeez. Oh, you
Oh, yeah.
Marked bad. No.
Definitely need a lot of that. Aw, that's sweet.
Let me see.
Well, we gotta do something about this food situation. Maybe our sheep.
You know, what if a Gary finds out, huh? Supposed to guard the sheep, not eat them?
What's the matter with you? There are 1,000 of them.
Oh, he'll have a way of knowing.
Stick with beans.
Well, I won't.
Do you know how to flay?
Oh, no, poor sheep.
Oh my.
Elk?
Damn. It's huge.
Getting tired of your dumbass missing.
Don't want the game of fish catches with my well.
Oh, we make it jerky. Huh? Fascinating.
They're all finished with their work here. They should get some beans.
Yeah, I'm suddenly craving beans.
Yeah, I'm commuting 4 hours a day. I come in for breakfast, I go back to the sheep, evening getting bedded down, come in for supper, go back to the sheep, spend half the night checking for damn coyotes. Gary got no right making me do this.
Yeah, you need some cabin time.
You want to switch? I wouldn't mind sleeping out there.
Point is, we both ought to be in this camp. Goddamn pup tent smells like cat piss or worse.
Ugh.
Or
Woof.
worse.
Wouldn't mind being out there.
Oh.
Well, I'm happy to switch with you, but I warn you, I can't cook worth a damn. I am pretty good at the can opener, though.
Maybe we can
Can't be no worse than me then.
maybe we can just both sleep in the pup tent.
Hey.
We suffer together.
Won't get much sleep, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Come on.
He doesn't seem like a guy who sleeps a lot anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got one of those old-timey can openers.
Oh, yeah.
Got a coyote up there.
The man opener. Put
Big
some
son of a
calluses
bitch.
on your fingers.
Balls on them, size apples. You want some of this hot water?
Oh, symbolic bean splurge.
Yeah, I guess that
Man.
is a way you can cut a potato. He's fighting, taking a peek.
Damn fine beans.
Yeah.
Beanback Mountain.
That's the parody film, Beanback Mountain.
Sure enough. You don't get stomped winning it.
Warm that boot up.
My old man, he's a bull rider.
Yeah, just put it in the fire there.
Pretty well known in his day. Though he kept his secrets to himself. Never taught me a thing. Never once come to see me ride.
Jesus, cold.
Your brother and sister do right by you?
They did the best they could after my folks was gone. Considering they didn't leave us nothing but $24 in a coffee can.
Shit,
Damn.
jeeps.
I got me a year of high school before the transmission went on the pickup.
Ugh, that'll do it.
And then my sis left, married a roughneck, moved to Casper. Me and my brother, we went and got ourselves some work on a ranch up near Warland till I was 19. And then he got married. No more room for me.
You're all alone in the world.
Yeah.
And that's how come me end up here. What?
Friend, that's more words than you spoke in the past 2 weeks.
Hell, that's the most I've spoken in a year.
Hey.
I've really got incredible chemistry. with
Lick
each
it,
other.
get you loose.
My dad, he was a fine roper. Didn't rodeo much, though. He thought rodeo cowboys was all fuck-ups.
Huh? What do you think?
The hell they are.
Burn his guts out! Waving to the girls in the stands! He's kicking me to high heaven! But he don't dashboard me no...
Oh my.
Proving his point.
Getting buck
I
wild.
think my dad was right.
Yeah, exactly.
Lol. Little Nicolas Cage moment.
Yeah. I really like this score. It's really given like slice of life.
Totally. I feel like there's some kind of omnipotent just bard off screen playing a little bit, you know?
Well, it's not like telling you what to feel. It's like letting the film breathe and like sitting side by side with the characters.
Yeah, it's a very patient film in that way.
I love these like subtle lap steel notes they're throwing in. And the diegetic harmonica.
That don't look right.
I ain't going nowhere. Let it be.
That harmonica don't sound quite right either.
It got kind of flattened when the mare threw me.
Oh, yeah? Thought you said that mirror couldn't throw you.
She got lucky.
Yeah, well, if I got lucky, that harmonica would have broken too.
I know I shall meet you on that final day. Water walking Jesus, take me away.
Very good.
My mama, she believes in the Pentecost.
Oh, yeah? What exactly is the Pentecost? My folks, they was Methodists.
Pentecost? I don't know. I don't know what the Pentecost is.
I should be able to explain this.
When the world ends and fellas like you and me march off to hell.
Speak for yourself. You may be a sinner, but I ain't yet had the opportunity.
Oh.
But the opportunity will present itself.
I was going to say that subtle guitar strike, or not so subtle, I guess, right as he says that.
I'm gonna go up the sheet now. Get my,
It's wild this movie is a little over 20 years old now. 2005.
Yeah.
God.
Damn, 21 years
Right.
now. Sheesh.
there. You got an extra blanket? I can just roll up out here and grab 40 wings, and I'll ride out at first light.
You know, I'm hearing this guitar, Aaron. It's like, if I ever were to lose you.
You better all see you in the tent.
You'll be in that tent at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Subtle ember.
Damn. Ooh, I had like feel it through the screen.
Yeah.
Need some Brokeback cuddles.
Just quit your hammering and get in here.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
It's all bundled up.
Body heat, man.
Oh, damn.
Oh, shit.
Whoa. Oh, my God. Whoa.
Oh?
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
I had a feeling he was going to make the first move.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, I was escalated quickly.
Oh, he does
Oh,
want
shit.
that. Okay. Damn. We can right to it.
Oh, wow.
All in this one shot. Damn.
Yeah. Dang, they didn't even kiss either.
Yeah, he's going to be texting him from across the friggin' ridge.
Like, did that happen or was it just a dream?
Dream. Dream, dream, dream.
Woke up all groggy. It's like, woke up from my fever.
Are we going to act as if it didn't happen?
He's got morning barrel.
Locked and loaded in case I see a Batman around here.
See you for supper.
Oh.
Oh.
Damn, giving him a little of the cold shoulder.
Damn, dude. Ned Kelly rides away from Bubble Boy.
Hey, movie was way ahead of its time before COVID.
That's right. What's your deeper emotional story, man?
I had to open up.
He is really good at portraying like a bunch of life under the surface of a guy who doesn't say much.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Oh,
no.
Of
Freaking wolf.
Of course. Got punished.
Ooh.
Wow.
That is graphic.
Oh.
Y'all got to talk about it.
Yeah.
This is a one-shot thing we got going on here.
Oof.
The opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
It's nobody's business but ours.
You know, I ain't.
Me neither.
Me neither. Oh, boy. Fascinating. I wonder how commonly this would have happened. This must have been a more common thing than you would imagine.
Oh, yeah.
Throughout the history of the West, you got guys just secluded and sequestered out in the elements. So intimate.
Oh,
There we go.
first time kissing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a hard time letting people in.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and he's sort of letting Twist kind of guide.
And Ennis is like so closed off. You need someone like Twist to open him up.
Yeah. Oh! Ah! Oh, I don't like this shot though. I don't like this angle.
Yeah,
watching? Seems like someone's
it
watching
looked
them.
like that someone's watching
There's
them.
vignetting on the frame. I feel like this is
Hope it's not Randy Quaid or something.
Wrestling.
Oh, but
Oh,
I
shit.
had to say. Why did I say that?
snap.
Why did
Frickin'.
I say that?
That's what the cinema was telling you. It's good.
My fault. I made it happen.
Good. Yeah.
Twist, your Uncle Harold's in the hospital with pneumonia.
Oh.
Docs don't expect he'll make it. Your mom sent me to tell you, so here I am.
Bad news.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing I can do about it up here, I guess.
There's not much you can do about it down there, neither. Not unless you can cure pneumonia.
Oh, we're working on it.
I'll find a way.
I gotta chop some wood sometime. It seems like a rite of passage. I should check off the old bucket list.
Oh shit!
Yeah, right? Same.
Oh boy. Oh no. Oh shit.
Oh my.
Oh.
Very, very. Oh, hail?
Oh, hail's
Yeah.
breaking loose.
Oh, hell no.
You get pitched off the mouth a storm like this. I wish you hadn't tried it.
Jeez. How often does that happen?
All right. Very curious.
And what are we supposed to do now, huh?
Get on in there and untangle them Chilean sheep out of ours, I guess.
Oh shit!
How are you gonna know?
Yeah.
We gotta try. Least we can do is get the count right for Gary.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Gary. What if we need to work for him again, huh? You think of that?
Damn, they're actually out here.
This seems impossible.
Seriously.
Oh, Lord.
Wow. Real hay in a needle stacks.
Yeah.
God, look at the colors, man.
The sky's gorgeous.
Run them sheep off again if you don't quiet down.
Let me have this. You know you like it.
All right, get back in the tent.
You should sleep with like 5 sheep on top.
Oh, he was in the tent. Oh,
Damn.
Holy
Oh, my.
shit.
That's a lot of snow. Damn.
I'm gonna say this can't be summer no more.
Yeah, I wonder how long it took them to film this movie.
Oh my God, beautiful. This certainly, I mean, every film is a lot of hard work, but this certainly looks like it would have been a very special kind of retreat to make in some senses.
Gary came
Yeah.
by again. Said my uncle didn't die after all.
Oh, hey.
Says bring him down.
Bring them down. Why? It's the middle of August.
Ah, okay.
Says there's a storm coming, moving in from the Pacific.
oof.
Worse than this one.
How much worse could it get?
Besides, that son of a bitch, she's cutting us out a whole month's pay.
It's trying to separate y'all.
Well, spare you alone, bud. If you're short on cash, give it to you when we get the signal.
I don't need your money, huh? You know, I ain't in the poorhouse. Shit.
No, you're out here.
I wonder if that was in the script or that was a choice he just made in that moment.
Oh
I
boy.
thought that was a choice. It felt natural.
Yeah.
Man is an island.
And you actually got him. Nice.
Time to get going, cowboy.
Oh, I wonder, yeah, they must have done a whole bunch of cowboy training.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, shit. Go for a tumble. Whoa.
Trying to choke him? What the
Yeah, I was
hell?
going to say.
What is happening?
Whoa.
I don't know, it looked
Dude.
looked like playful
What the
banter
hell?
at first.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Ouch.
Oh, shit.
Why?
Oh, when the roughhousing gets too rough.
I thought that was Sam Elliott for a sec.
I mean, it would be very appropriate.
Some of these never went up there with you. Counting what I'd hoped for, neither. You ranch stiffs, you ain't never no good.
Eesh.
Ouch.
Jeez.
It's like he's wearing Dennis Nedry's yellow coat.
Definitely his reference.
Well, give us some gas.
Oh, right. Sounded shit when he parked there.
Can't believe I left my damn shirt up there.
Oh.
Go back and get it.
You gonna do this again next summer?
Well, maybe not. Like I said, me and Al was getting married in November. Trying to get something on the ranch, I guess.
Is Jack invited?
Who's the best man?
I go up to my daddy's place and give him a hand through the winter.
A ranch hand.
I might be back. The army don't get me.
Ugh. Oh, shit, that's right.
I guess I'll see you around, huh?
Is that known?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aw.
Oh.
Parting of ways.
Yeah. No hug.
John, say the thing.
Go to him!
There it is.
Saving it.
Aw, that's a very gorgeous and sad shot at the same point. Storm's coming.
Whoa.
He's gonna puke. He's lovesick.
Ooh. Shit. Oh my God. Looks painful. Whoa.
Uh-oh. Is that the dude from Prison Break?
What the fuck are you looking at?
This must also happen a fair amount.
Forgive us our trespasses, as we
Poor
forgive
guy.
those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Michelle
Michelle
Williams.
Williams.
Yeah, I think he had a kid with her in real life.
Damn.
I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss a bride. And if you don't, I will.
Okay.
Thanks.
I mean it.
This fascinating line.
This also reminds me of the song from Boyhood. Did you watch that movie?
Oh,
I
boyhood.
don't think I saw that one.
I don't wanna be a hero.
I told her, strong backs, weak minds runs in my family.
I
I told her it keeps me fit.
mean, it does look like good exercise.
I've always wanted to go to a drive-in film,
Yeah, same.
drive-in theater. She pregnant? Is that what she was just having? Feel?
This part is surprising to me. I expected the whole movie to be them in the mountains.
Yeah, same. We're at the point now where I'm like, I don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
All right, we're back where it all begun. Randy Quaid's. Yep.
Yeah.
Take your dong hard.
Hello,
Look at
boys.
Wondering if you was needing any help this summer.
You're wasting your time here.
What?
Well, you ain't got nothing? Nothing up on Brokeback?
Ain't got no work for you.
Damn.
Yeah, I did. You could really tell the subtext there.
Hey, Instill Mar ain't been around, has he?
That boy sure found a way to make the time pass up there.
Woof.
You guys wasn't getting paid to leave the dogs babysit the sheep while you stem the rows.
Damn.
Yeah, lots of subtext. Although that was pretty direct.
Now get the hell out of my trailer.
Damn. Very kind bigot.
All right. Jenny's still got a runny nose.
Oh.
Oh, me too. Oh, painting on the wall.
Jenny!
Jenny.
Oh, 2 children.
Jeepers.
I like how you can see her in the background doing it.
Yeah,
Alma Jr.
3 children.
Oh, Pops.
Oh, no, it's 2.
They're harmonized. Whoa.
What pants?
What pants?
Those pants are a vibe, and I'm here for it.
Girl's all right.
Yeah, Penny stopped her coughing. I should take the girls into town this weekend and get them an ice cream.
Oh.
Aw.
Can we move to town? I'm tired of these sensible ranches. No one for Alma Jr. to play with.
It's very isolating.
Besides, I'm scared for Jenny. I'm scared she has another one of them bad asthma spills.
Rent in town's too high.
Same old story.
I bet I can fix it up real nice.
Bet you could fix this place up real nice if you wanted to.
Huh. You can't fix the whole surrounding area.
I'd like it too. Real home. A lot of kids for the girls to play with.
A burgeoning
Not
gay
so
scene.
lonely like you were raised.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what he's accustomed
I
to.
don't want it to be so lonely to you.
Yeah, it's like the cycle's repeating because that's all he knows.
That's what lonely now is.
Aw. Very, very, very intimate movie.
Yeah.
All these like one take
Yeah.
romance scenes are.
Whoa.
Woof,
Shit,
woof,
that's
woof,
a
woof.
That's quite a transition.
Yeah.
Those rodeo clowns, man.
I'd like to buy Jimbo here for your
Fried Jimbo.
movie plan I done worked on.
Hey.
My name's Cowboy. I was let every rodeo hand I pulled the bull off would buy me liquor. I've been an alcoholic long ago.
Aw. Not open for business.
Pulling bulls off of you buckaroos is just my job.
Yeah.
Just save your money for your next entry fee, Cowboy.
Damn.
Not about that life.
Exactly.
Do I look like I can afford a fucking roping horse?
Ouch. I just asked if you tried.
Oh, come on, let's go. Jenny will get scared.
Oh, Jenny.
This is a perfect event for Randy Quaid to be at, right?
Toast.
Jesus.
What?
That's quite a way to talk around children.
Hey, you might want to keep it down. I got 2 little girls here. You.
Bro. You. These two are like the worst. And also, they're the most movie of all the characters who've shown up so far.
I don't want any trouble from you. You need to shut your slop bucket mouth, you hear me? You want to listen to your old lady then? All right. Yeah. Move somewhere else.
Whoa!
Oh,
shit!
Kick.
What about it? You want to lose about half your fucking teeth? Huh?
Not tonight, bud. Sure rather not.
I'd sure rather not.
Damn.
I'm sure you would rather not.
Jeez.
Wow, with the freaking
That was a great
fireworks.
shot.
Holy shit. Whoa.
Oh,
Oh, you're
good
right.
catch,
Dang.
Andrew
Real
Shige. Holy
good.
shit.
I did not know she's in this.
I had no idea.
So you got the Joker and Catwoman here.
That's right.
Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh, that's so scary.
Jeez. That's insane.
Oh, fascinating. I see what's happening here. Because, yeah, now we're off the mountain. We're seeing them both couple off. And I bet somehow they will be drawn back together.
Yes.
These poor wives, or I assume she will soon be his wife.
I sure do. Lureen Newsome.
Lorraine.
Dad sells farm equipment. I mean, big farm equipment. $100,000 tractors, shit like
He works
that.
for Big Pharma Equipment.
What are you waiting for, cowboy? A mating call?
Ooh, that's a pickup line.
It's wild. She just entered the movie like 2 minutes ago. I'm already invested in her.
They do have great chemistry.
Wait, hold on. You don't think I'm too fast, do you? And we should put the brakes on?
Fast or slow, I just like the direction you're going.
Ooh, what a
Hey.
That's a good one.
bar. That was a bar.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Damn,
What a bra.
with a bra to match. Holy shit.
Hurry, expect me home with the car by midnight.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Monroe. Is Alma here?
Yeah, she's in the condiments aisle.
The what?
Ketchup.
That guy's a character
Yeah,
actor.
yeah, I've
He's
seen
stuff.
it. Definitely seen him before.
Yeah, excuse me.
Is that the health inspector guy from Friends?
What are y'all doing here?
Big hurry, ma.
No, but I know it. I get why
Ranch.
you would think.
I guess all the heifers must have decided to calve at the same time. I figured I could drop the girls off with you.
Bro, I'm at work.
I got a million things I gotta do here before I can leave. I don't get off for another 3 hours.
Mama, I need crayons.
It's messed up.
Ennis, please, you promised you'd take them tonight.
I can't afford not to be there when the heifers calve. Probably be my job if I lose any of them.
What about my job?
Jeez.
This is rough.
Yeah.
We need a babysitter.
Yeah.
Call my sister. I'll see if she can take them.
All right. You'll be a good girl for your mama, right? Be half tonight. Bring home some round steak if you think of it.
Come here.
Oh, no. Ah, shit.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Back when things were
I'm so
glass, yeah, it's
sorry.
definitely not him.
Damn.
I hate
I'll clean this
this.
up just as soon as I call my sister to come get the girls.
Really, Alma, it's okay. I'll get it.
Alma, come with me.
Watch your feet.
Oh, is he sweet on her?
Yeah, I was
that's what I
just
was
thinking that
thinking.
too.
And all those beans. They
Oh.
lost all those beans.
Damn,
Damn.
time is just moving,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah. We are getting a passage of time here.
Time is a flat circle, so technically all these events are happening simultaneously forever.
I was gonna say, I wonder if their two storylines are happening concurrently, and we're just spent more time with Ennis at first.
I can already see what little Bobby looks like.
Good job, little girl. He's a spitting image of his grandpa. And he's just a spitting image of his grandpa.
Yeah, it looks just like you. Nothing like me.
Oh boy.
Hey, Ennis, you know somebody named Jack?
Maybe. Why?
So you got a postcard that come general delivery.
Oh, snap.
Mr. Twist.
How did he find out where you live? Friends,
Right.
letters long overdue. Coming through on the 24th. Drop me a line. Oh, my goodness. Friend.
Is he somebody you cowboyed with or what?
You can say
Something
that.
like that.
No, Jack, he wrote
Yes, he
nicely.
does.
We was fishing buddies.
Oh, fish buddies.
I gave him a hook one time.
Painting with the snow in the background. I wonder if all these paintings are supposed to evoke Brokeback. You bet.
You betcha.
That's exactly how his postcard would go.
Yeah.
Maybe we could get a babysitter.
Babysitters cost money, but it's not a bad idea.
Jack ain't the restaurant type. You're more likely to just go out and get drunk. See if he shows.
Oh, you nervous? You're waiting on a date.
Okay, we take one more bite and then you're finished with dinner.
How many beers you had? Wow. Six beers.
6, yeah.
All right, you're excused. Thank you.
That's a whole meal. Beer is like liquid bread.
Yeah.
Jack fucking Twist.
Go to him. No. Sniff him.
Yeah. Actor sniff Jack.
Oh, you can't do it.
Oh my God, not here. Not right now. Oh my God. Whoa.
Damn. Wow. Damn. You don't even hide it.
Yeah.
Shit. She's bewildered. She shooketh.
Not.
Y'all are terrible.
Most clandestine place for that.
Yeah.
Alma, this is Jack Twist.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Damn. Akko.
Hello?
Oh, you got a kid.
Yeah, I got 2 little girls, Alma Jr. and Jenny.
I got a boy. 8 months old.
Wow.
Smiles alive.
Yeah.
Married a pretty little gal in Childress, Texas.
Yeah.
Lureen.
Lureen.
Me and
Childress.
Jack, we're gonna head out and get ourselves a drink. Yeah.
Man, she's like hurt, confused.
Sure enough.
We might not get back tonight when we get to drinking and talking and all.
Woof.
You get me a pack of smokes.
Smokes, Alma. They're in the top pocket of my blue shirt. They're in the bed.
Damn. That man does not love you.
Damn. They're for you. Didn't lay out here from you, okay? Figured you were sore from that punch.
Well, that next summer, I drove back up to Brokeback, talked to Gary about a job, and told me he hadn't been back, so I left.
That's how that went.
Texas for rodeoing.
Rodeo.
That's how I met Lureen. Made $2,000 that year, bull riding, nearly starved.
Jeez.
Lureen's old man, makes serious money, farm machine business. He eats my gut.
It acts as if you're not even
No,
there.
they didn't get you?
No, too busted up. That rodeo ain't what it was in my daddy's day. Got out when I could still walk.
Whew.
Swear to God, I didn't know he was going to get into this again. Oh, yes, I did. I redlined it all the way. I couldn't get here fast enough.
I don't know.
Brokeback got us good, don't it? What are we going to do now?
That's a good question.
I doubt there's nothing we can do. I'm stuck with what I got here.
Oh.
Making a living's about all I got time for now.
Damn. Oof.
Well, me and Jack's heading up the mountains for a day or 2.
Damn. Not even.
Bro.
Not even hiding it.
Christ.
But I imagine because being out in the 60s is so much less common, you could just be like, yeah, I'm going to go with my buddy for a couple days, 2-3 days.
Yeah.
Without
He's from Texas.
anybody suspecting anything.
He doesn't drink
Don't
coffee.
drink coffee?
What the hell?
You don't give a damn about your wife, bro.
Yeah, he's not even talking to you.
You sure that foreman won't fire you for taking off?
You know, that foreman, he owes me. I worked through a blizzard last Christmas. You remember that? Besides, it'll only be a couple days.
Might have been kissing her goodbye.
Fish day, a big one.
Oh.
See you Sunday, ladies.
And even when they were having their sex scene earlier, you notice he turned her around, probably wishing she was Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Lights out.
Guys, girls, rejects, I cannot believe we are already a month into 2026. Now, last year I made this whole big goal about dropping a bunch of weight, went on a big cut, which was fun. But now this year, I want to enjoy a little bit more food and, of course, have a healthier relationship with food and my own body, as a matter of fact. It's more about maintenance and overcoming some mental body dysmorphia things that I deal with. And a big part of that has been choosing foods that are good for me while also choosing ones that taste good. And that's where something like HUEL has been a big part of that. As a matter of fact, I have actually used HUEL a few times during the week during my cut, but I just haven't been able to let them go. Their black condition ready to drink is just so dang efficient and tasty. The chocolate peanut butter one is the talk of the town. If you watched our most recent live stream, we went on a random tangent talking about how this is so good. It wasn't a sponsored segment. We just had a chit chat about it. And speaking of chit chatting about it with Coy, I found this once, but this is true. I found this hidden behind a bunch of sparkling water. I was like, I need to shoot this for the ad, and I wasn't able to find it. I'm pretty sure Coy hid this because he's coming in tomorrow and he wanted to make sure no one else was able to take it while we're waiting for our reorder. I'm on to you, son of a bee. Anyway, it's a complete meal in a bottle, packed with 35 grams of protein, 27 essential vitamins and minerals, no artificial sweeteners, gluten-free, vegan, each bottle under $5, and it actually keeps me full. If I want something a little thicker, more customizable, you can also take their Black Edition powder. I got a whole bunch of flavors at home. I take one of these like 4 to 5 times a week. They're daily greens. Daily. I should take them 7 days a week. Anyway, it's not about perfection. It's about consistency. And they really help me keep consistent, especially when I'm too lazy to, pack food for here. Anyway, limited time offer. Get HUEL today with my exclusive offer of 15% off online with my code REJECTS at HUEL.com/rejects. New customers only. Thank you to HUEL for partnering and supporting our channel yet again.
Wow. Oh.
Wow. Damn, all right. It's another thing people just used to do. Just go swimming in the lake, swimming in the river.
In the nude.
Is there anything interesting up there in heaven?
I was just sending up a prayer of thanks.
For what?
By the brook, by the river. It's so nice.
You forgetting to bring that harmonica. Peace and quiet.
This is the most alive they've probably felt since that time in Brokeback.
Yeah.
You know, it could be like this, just like this always.
Yeah, how do you figure that?
What if you and me had a little ranch somewhere, little cow and calf operation? Be a sweet life. I mean, hell, Lureen's old man, you better give me down payment to get lost. I mean,
The Sweet Life of Ennis and Jack.
already said it.
Jeez, man.
No, I told you it ain't gonna be that way. You know, you got your wife and baby in Texas, and I got my life in Riverton.
Yeah.
That's so. You and Alma, that's a lie.
Oh, you shut up about Alma. This ain't her fault.
Yeah.
Those are barely words, but I understand what you
The
said.
bottom line is, we're around each other, and this thing grabs hold of us again in the wrong place, in the wrong time, and we're dead.
This
We
thing.
are dead.
Damn.
Yeah, we are.
I mean,
There-
different time back
These
then.
two old guys ranched up together down home, Earl and Rich,
Oh.
and they was a joke of town, even though they were pretty tough old birds.
Oof.
Anyway, they found Earl dead in an irrigation ditch. Tie on to him, spurred him up, and drug him down by his dick till it pulled off.
Jesus.
Oh, my God.
You seen this?
Yeah, I was, 9 years old. My dad, he made sure me and my brother seen it.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
Terrible.
Oh, I know, he done the job. Two guys living together, no way.
Oh.
That's
We can get
disgusting.
together once in a while, way the hell out in the middle of nowhere, but
Once in a while. Every 4 fucking years.
wait, if you can't fix it, Jack, you gotta stand it.
That's a bar.
I would imagine that would cause a lot of PTSD.
As long as we can ride it.
Shit.
This.
There ain't no reins on this one.
Damn.
Well, you take care of it.
Alma!
Supper is on the stove.
No one's eating unless you're serving it.
Oh.
I already promised I'll take the extra shift.
Fucking tell him you made a mistake then. God damn it, Alma! Alma!
This man doesn't want to take care of his kids.
Yeah, he doesn't want anything to do with those kids.
He doesn't want this life. Like, it's the life he has to have to blend in with the world.
Girls need a push or something?
Don't worry. We don't want to talk to you neither.
Listen to her purr, gentlemen. You ain't gonna get that with your caddy. I told you she could do it. Now let me show you.
Ha ha ha.
Nice to have a very wealthy father-in-law.
Didn't that pissant used to ride bulls? He used to try.
How this is like filled out.
Oh, from Jack again?
Hey,
Are you gonna hide it
even
from
a
him?
couple weeks, fish should be jumping.
Yeah, she gonna hide that.
She gonna
that
pull an
letter.
Alfred in the Dark Knight? Just burn it?
No,
No?
she left it.
You seen
Damn.
my blue parka?
Last time I seen it, you was in it. Day we had that big ice storm.
Damn, those
Damn, it
sideburns.
almost feels like there's distance in this relationship, too.
Oh, there is.
You've been going up to Wyoming all these years. Why can't your buddy come down here to Texas and fish?
Hey.
Yeah, because the Bighorn Mountains ain't in Texas, and I don't think this pickup could make it down here anyway.
New model coming in this week, remember? You're the best combine salesman we got. You're the only combine salesman, in fact.
Yeah, well, I'll be back in a week. That is, unless I freeze to death, and I'll freeze if I don't find that parka.
Well, I don't have your goddamn parka. You know you're worse than Bobby when it comes to losing stuff.
Oh, speaking of Bobby, did you call school about getting him a tutor?
I thought you were gonna call.
I complain too much. That teacher don't like me.
Yeah, I said I was gonna get him the Turbo Man. You get the parka.
See, now it don't seem fair. You're going up there 2-3 times a year.
Ennis, they got an opening over at the power company. Might be good pay.
Well, as long as I'm probably get electrocuted.
Daddy? The church picnic's next weekend. Will you be back from fishing by next weekend?
We'll see how much fish
Well, all right, as long as I don't have to sing.
Man.
Forgetting something?
Kiss her. Oh,
Damn.
okay, never mind.
Wow. Oh,
Didn't even.
poor thing.
Ugh.
Eesh.
Not even trying.
Poor thing. Oh.
Come on in, Alan.
I think we're at like 8 years since the movie started.
The daughters don't look that much older, though.
Smarten up and head on over to the church social.
I guess they're like 8, probably. Yeah.
That fire and brimstone ground.
Ashtray on his belly.
So miserable.
Oh. Hello. Uh-oh. Oh, no. What?
As far behind as we are in the bills. Makes me nervous not to take no precaution.
Yeah.
No more of my kids. I'll be happy to leave you alone.
Showing no STDs, dog.
I'd have him if you'd support him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've been an absent father. You're there, but you're not really there.
Oh, that's a bummer. That's a real bummer. Ooh.
Rift in the marriage.
I like how they stayed on that shot, though.
Jr. and Jennifer Delmar
her
is
eye,
awarded
like-
to plaintiff. Defendant is ordered to pay child support to plaintiff
Yeah.
in the sum of $125 per month for each of the minor children until
Shit.
they reach the age of 18 years.
Oh.
Delmar divorce granted this 6th day of November, 1975.
Wow.
75.
So it's been 12 years since the movie started. They
I was
are
gonna
going to
say,
go
those
to
sideburns. We gotta be in the 70s.
Oh, he's still married.
What are you doing here, huh?
Got your message about the divorce.
Oh, careful. Yeah, my kids.
Oh, this here's Jack. Jack, these are my little girls. Here's Alma Jr. and Jenny.
Damn's really grown up.
Say hi, girls.
Hi.
Oh, so this is who you spend all your time with instead of us.
The divorce came through.
Yeah.
So here I am.
Just waiting for you.
Baby on River and where he had moved to. I guess I thought that this means you.
You ready?
Jack, I don't know what to say. See, I got the girls this weekend, and I'm sure as hell sorry. You know I am.
Oh.
See, I only get them once a month, and I missed last month, so I just goes to the roundup. So,
oh boy.
Well.
Yeah, all right.
Jack.
I'll see you next month then.
Oh boy. Wow, look at the details on your coat.
No.
Senor? Here we are.
Oh, he's a mustache now.
Yeah.
And she's blonde.
Oh, there, Rodeo.
Oh, damn.
Stud Duck, do the carving around here.
Stud Duck.
You bet, LD. I'll just saving you the trouble.
Bobby,
Oh, wow.
if you don't eat your dinner, I'm going to have to turn off that television.
Why, Mama? I want to be eating this food for the next 2 weeks.
Hey, you heard your mama.
Jesus.
You finish your meal, and then you can watch the game.
Look at that old telly.
So
That old tube. Back when TVs
Daddy?
had cathode tubes.
is he
I'll
going to turn it back on?
Wow.
Usurp authority?
Hell, we don't eat with our eyes. I want your boy to grow up to be a man, don't you, daughter?
Undermine you trying to parent your son.
Boy, she watch football.
Yeah, regardless of anything else.
Just
Boy,
to,
should
to,
watch
to
it.
flex on him. Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Eating the meal that his mama took 3 hours fit.
Smack it for good measure.
Yeah. Oof.
Tension. Uh-oh.
Get down, you old son of a bitch!
Whoa, dude.
You don't understand. He has a lot of power over your
This is
life.
my child, and you are my guest. You sit down before I knock your ignorant ass in the next week.
Ooh. You gonna fire you.
No, she
liked that.
waiting for it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, electric carvers. Forgot
Oh
about
my god,
them.
it's so juicy.
She got married to the
Did
guy
she
from the
remarry
start.
this guy? Yeah.
Yeah, because he was giving her. Oh, and is she pregnant?
Looks like she is.
Yeah, he was giving her the thing.
eyes.
Was,
When you rode
yeah.
Bronx in the rodeo?
That's a short story, honey. It was only about 3 seconds I was on that bronc. The next thing I knew, I was flying through the air.
Aw.
I didn't have no wings. And that's the story of my saddle bronc career. There you go.
Yep.
God, so much tension.
Mm-hmm.
You ought to get married again, Ennis. Me and the girls worry about you being alone so much.
We're just accustomed to.
Once burned.
Don't put somebody else through what you put her through.
Yeah.
You still go fishing with Jack Twist?
Not often.
I used to wonder how come you never brought any trouts home. You always said you caught plenty, and you know how me and the girls like fish.
We ate them all.
So one night I got your Creel case open, night before you went on one of your little trips. Price tag still on it after 5 years.
Woof.
And I tied a note to the end of the line. It said, "Hello, Ennis, bring some fish home. Love, Alma."
Oh, boy.
And then you come back looking all perky. It said you caught a bunch of brownies and you ate them up. Do you remember?
Oh.
I looked in that case first chance I got, and there was my note still tied there. That line hadn't touched water in its life.
Mean nothing, Elmer.
Don't try and fool me no more, Ennis.
Oh.
I know what it means. Jack Twist.
Damn, it's all coming out now.
Jack Nasty. You
Jack
know
Nasty.
You and him.
Listen to me, you don't know nothing about it.
Woo.
Jeez.
Ah.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Oh, bad.
Anger is the mask that fear wears.
Yeah.
You got scared.
You gotta talk to her, man.
Yeah, I can understand
you
where
guys gotta talk to her sometime where it's not
Yeah.
Thanksgiving dinner.
She
or
was
whatever
just
this is.
holding that in for years, so I could.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
shit.
then him calling him Jack Nasty, he's afraid of the judgment. Yeah.
Whoa.
So much repressed.
Jesus. Just fade out on that.
Man, they both look worn down.
These poor guys.
Yeah.
Just living lives that they didn't expect or want.
The point of making it. Taxes don't get it, the inflation will eat it all up.
He's not wrong.
You need write-offs, Ennis.
You should see Lureen punching numbers in her ad machine, uncorrect zeros. Her eyes getting smaller and smaller. It's like watching a rabbit trying to squeeze into a snake hole with a coyote on its tail.
That's some high-class entertainment, you ask me.
For what it's worth.
Is that a real stash?
I
don't think
not
it is.
sure.
You and Lorraine, it's normal and all?
Sure.
You don't ever suspect.
I mean, you guys didn't kiss right in front of her, so.
You ever get the feeling when you're in town and someone looks at you suspicious, like he knows, then you go out on the pavement and everyone's looking at you like they all know too?
Yeah, like when you're high.
Yeah.
Maybe you ought to get out of there, you know? Find yourself someplace different, maybe Texas.
Nah, I can't leave
Yeah.
can't leave the girls though.
Sure, maybe you can convince Alma to let you and Lorraine adopt the girls, and we can just live together herding sheep.
You want to live your miserable fucking life, then go right ahead.
Fine.
I was just thinking out loud.
Yep, you're a real thinker there. God damn.
Get your
I'm
bucket.
so afraid.
What are we putting on?
Oh, she's
looking
eyeing
at
him.
Yep.
She's eyeing him.
The way they had her in the frame felt very intentional.
Yeah, exactly, for
100%,
sure.
yeah.
She's in Legally Blonde. She's in Scooby Doo.
Oh, it is Linda Cardellini.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, Linda
Damn.
Cardellini.
Looks so stiff.
Still better than me.
You're safe.
Huh?
Feet hurt.
It's hard work, is it?
Yeah. Drunks like you. The man of beer after beer. Gets tiresome. What do you do?
That
Ennis
ring.
Del Mar?
Early today I was castrating calves.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Oh, hello.
You go massage my feet.
Jinkies.
Ooh.
Hey, 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 hey.
Play that fiddle, boy.
And then I pledged Tridale at SMU, and I sure never thought I'd.
Oh my God, Anna Faris?
Oh, wow.
What the hell?
Is
that David Harbour?
Oh my God.
Wow.
Been here for a
Holy
month.
shit.
Young Hopper.
Ranch. Like it or not, here I am.
Yeah, we have so many actors in this movie.
I was Kappa Phi myself.
We got rivalry.
Even though we ain't quite sorority sisters, we just may have to dance with ourselves, Lorraine. Our husbands ain't the least bit interested in dancing.
Husbands don't never seem to want to dance with their wives.
The injustice.
Want to dance?
What?
Is
Thank you.
Do you mind?
What? Whoa.
Do you think David Harbour is DL too?
Maybe.
I was just thinking that too.
I don't know.
You dance with me?
The way he looked at him made me feel like it was like a look of softness.
Maybe.
Yeah, the way he looked at him was like tender. I was like, okay, there's something going on there.
You'll like working for Roy Taylor. He's solid, Roy.
Yeah, Roy, he's a good old boy.
Are you a good old boy?
He's got a little cabin down on Lake
Oh.
Kemp. Got a crappie house, a little boat. Said I could use it whenever I want.
Oh.
We ought to go down there some weekend.
Oh, there it is. There the freak is.
When I was right out of SMU, I could have my pick at pretty much any job in North Dallas, so my pick was Neiman Marcus. I got no resistance. I was spending more than I made, more than Randall ever will make. We come out here thinking that ranching was still big hats and marbles. Boy, are we behind the times.
I just
Was
like
that
that they
Kate
just
Mara?
let her ramble.
It looked like her.
Golly,
That
it
is Kate
does.
Mara.
This movie has a packed
Yeah,
cast.
sure enough. Wow.
Damn,
dude,
young
I-
Kate Mara.
I-
This movie has everyone.
I had no idea all these people were in here.
I didn't either. I just knew Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah. What a surprise.
And this is 2005, so this is way early in her career.
Way before Sue Storm.
The peak of her career.
Your daddy ever gonna see fit to settle down again?
Ugh.
How do I answer this?
Maybe he's not the marrying kind.
Do you know what kind he is?
You don't think so? Or you don't think I'm the one for him?
Well, my mama and all.
You're good enough. You don't say much, but you get your point across.
Like her daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to be rude.
Very introspective like her father.
Stand on your feet, cowboy.
Always
thank you,
walking
Grandma.
away. Yeah, how much do you know? How much did you put together just from observing? How much have you been told?
It seems like she's very observant. She's been watching her dad a long time.
Daddy, I was thinking, what with a new baby, you know, Mom and Ro been awful strict on me. More on me and Jenny, even. I was thinking maybe I could come stay with you. I'd be an awful good help. I know I would.
You know I ain't set up for that. With the roundup coming, I won't ever be home.
It's all right, Daddy.
Aw.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't.
It's all right, I understand.
I'll see you on Sunday then. Bye, sweetheart.
Come on, man.
I'm more of a part-time kind of guy.
Oh, it's David Harbour.
Gonna snow tonight for sure.
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Dennis.
Maybe Harbor's just off screen. And they're expanding their endeavor.
I'm gonna tell him about David Harbour and we'll get mad.
Putting the blocks to a good-looking little gal over in Riverton.
Putting the blocks.
She's a waitress. Wants to go to nursing school or something. What about you and Lureen?
These movies always make drinking whiskey straight out of a bottle look so appealing.
Yes, right. Till you actually do it in real life.
Kind of got this thing going with the range foreman's wife over in Childress. Ready to get shot by Lureen or the husband each time I slip off the sear.
Jesus, man.
You probably deserve it.
Gyllenhaal's twist seems bi.
No, he is.
Or so.
I think he's lying to him.
Or that. Oh, doy. He's flipped it.
Yeah.
He's just the husband, not the wife.
Yeah,
You make him not jealous.
Yeah.
He's gonna tell him the truth now.
Sometimes I miss you so much I can hardly stand it.
Oh, never mind. I do appreciate the subtlety of their aging makeup on this movie.
I was just thinking about that. Yeah.
Good little callback to earlier when they were in the tent for the first time. Man, he looks so worn down right now.
I guess I head up on the light and flat. See the folks for a day or two.
Come with me.
There's something I've been meaning to tell you, bud.
What?
Well, it's likely November before I can come out here again. After we ship stock and before winter feeding starts again.
November.
How long is it till November?
Well, what in the hell ever happened to August? Christ, Ennis. You know, you had a fucking week to say some little word about this.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin it, though.
Why is it we're always in the freaking cold? We ought to go south where it's warm. You know, we ought to go to Mexico.
Sure.
Mexico? Hell, Jack, you know me. About all the traveling I ever done is around a coffee pot looking for the handle.
He's like, we'll be accepted in Mexico.
Come on, Jack, lighten up on me. We can hunt in November, kill us a nice elk, try if I can
No.
get Don Rose cabin again. We had a good time that year, didn't we?
He wants more of you. He just wants to be with you.
Never enough time, never enough.
Yeah, that's...
This is a goddamn bitch of an unsatisfactory situation.
Yeah.
Jack, I gotta work, huh?
You worked this whole
In
time.
them earlier days, I just quit the job.
Ah.
You forget what it's like being broke all the time.
Yeah,
To
it's
splurge
a
off your
rich family.
father-in-law.
You ever hear of child support? I'll tell you this, I can't quit this one. I can't get the time off. It's hard enough getting this time. The trade-off is August.
Ugh.
Wow, what a frame.
You got a better idea?
I did one.
You did once.
Yeah, being together.
Have you been to Mexico, Jack Twist?
Uh-oh.
I hear what they got in Mexico for boys like you.
Hell yes, I've been to Mexico. Is that a fucking problem?
I'm gonna tell you this one time, Jack fucking Twist. And I ain't fooling. What I don't know, all them things that I don't know, could get you killed if I come to know them.
Whoa.
I ain't joking.
It's so interesting that, you know, heterosexual cheating isn't a problem, but sleeping with another man is.
Tell you what, we could have had a good life together. Fucking real good life. Had us a place of our own, but you didn't want it, Ennis. So what we got now is Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, boy.
That we have been together in nearly 20 years. You measure the short fucking leash you keep me on, and then you ask me about Mexico, and you tell me you kill me for needing something I don't hardly never get.
Yeah.
Yeah. You possess him, but you also give him nothing.
You have no idea how bad it gets. And I'm not you. I can't make it on a couple of high altitude once or twice a year. You are too much for me, Ennis. You son of a horse and bitch.
Whew.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Ooh, there it is, yeah.
Then why don't you just let me be?
Oh, buddy.
Because of you, Jack, that I'm like this.
Oh, wow. You're going to blame him, huh?
Oh, no. Oh, buddy.
I just can't stand this anymore, Jack.
These poor guys.
Yeah.
Well, now you're sleeping on your feet like a horse.
Oh, now you're going to be sweet.
It's a flashback?
Looks like it.
They look younger.
Yeah, to a tender moment.
I gotta go for the morning.
Always watching you go.
No.
Yeah.
Damn, I've never seen a horse trailer like that. All alone. Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, bummer.
Oh.
Excuse me.
God, look at that vest.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ennis Delmar.
Oh.
Where you been?
Oh, just
Oh.
left her high and dry, huh?
Here and there.
I've been repressed.
I left word for you with Steve at the ranch. Man, you must have got those notes I left at your place.
It looks like I got the message in any case.
Carl?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Carl's nice. He even talks.
But he ain't you.
Good for you.
Yeah, good for me.
Can't let anybody in, man.
This poor guy.
I don't get you, Ennis Delmar.
This poor girl.
He's abandonment issues. He's afraid to let anybody close.
Sorry.
Close enough to hurt him.
But no fun anyways, was I?
Oh.
Ennis, girls don't fall in love with fun.
You touched her emotionally.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh, I feel so bad for him.
Yeah.
Sorry, Carl. We're in Wyoming now.
I wonder if they shot this in actual Wyoming or if it's all Canada.
We started tonight.
Jack. Deceased?
Deceased?
What?
Hello, it's Ennis Delmar.
Who is this?
Oh, shoot.
Ennis Delmar, no buddy of Jack's.
Jack used to mention you. Fishing buddy. The hunting buddy, I know that.
Yeah.
Would have let you know what happened, but I wasn't sure about your name or address. Jack kept his friends' addresses in his head.
Sure. Along with all the other things.
That's why I'm calling, is see what happened.
Did he take himself out?
Jack was pumping up a flat on the truck out on a back road when the tire blew up. The rim of the tire slammed into his face and knocked him unconscious on his back.
Wow.
The time somebody come along, he drowned in his own
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
He was only 39 years old.
Oh,
Jeez.
shit.
Oh, we got beat to death.
Oh. It's like.
Oh.
Hello?
It's like what your daddy showed you.
Yeah.
Was he buried down there?
He put a stone up. He used to say he wanted his ashes scattered on Brokeback Mountain. Thought Brokeback Mountain might be around where he grew up. It might be some pretend place. Where bluebirds sing and there's a whiskey spring.
Oh man, we was herding sheep in Brokeback one summer. Back in '63.
Ooh.
He said it was his favorite place.
Jeez.
Not to get drunk. He drank a lot.
Probably suppressed the identity he could never embrace.
Is this folks still up in Lightning Flat?
There to the day they die.
Oh, man.
Thank you for your time. Sure, I'm sorry. We was good friends.
Get in touch with his folks. Suppose they'd appreciate it if his wishes was carried out. Got the ashes, I mean.
Oh.
Yeah, Anne Hathaway does such a great job, like expressing the pain of something she can't vocalize because she knows the truth. Who would have beat him and outed him like that?
Not entirely clear, but I feel like what we saw is what actually happened.
Yeah.
And I mean, Jack seems like the kind to put himself out there a little bit more, so maybe he just put himself out to the wrong person, or the wrong person saw.
I think that we got a little bit of a foreshadowing at the bar way earlier.
Want a cup of coffee, don't you? Piece of cherry cake?
Yes, ma'am. I'll have a cup of coffee, but I can't eat no cake just now.
I'm in no mood for cake. Oh, this guy's another character actor.
I feel awful bad about Jack. I can't begin to tell you how bad I feel. I knew him a long time.
Over 20 years.
Yeah, man.
I come by to say that if you want me to take his ashes up there on Brokeback, like his wife said he wanted to, then I'll be happy to.
Damn, dude.
Tell you what, I know where Brokeback Mountain is.
Thought
he was too goddamn special to be buried in the family plot. Ennis Del Mar, he used to say. I'm gonna bring him up here one of these days. We'll lick this damn ranch into shape. Some half-baked notion the two of you was gonna move up here, build a cabin, help run the place.
No son of mine.
And this spring, got another fella gonna come up here with him.
Oh, wonder if that was David Harbour.
Build a place, help run the ranch. Ranch neighbor of his from down in Texas. Gonna split up with his wife and come back here, so he says. But like most of Jack's ideas, never come to pass.
Best laid plans.
I kept his room like it was when he was a boy. I think he appreciated that.
Sure.
You are welcome to go up to his room if you want.
Yeah, I'd like that, thank you.
Oh, very sweet.
If there's going to be anything about Ennis in that room.
Get a little anchor lamp. Oh, you little tiny boy. Oh, buddy.
Didn't he say he left a shirt up once at Brokeback Mountain? I'm not sure if he ever retrieved that shirt.
I was going to say, is he about to find it in here?
My naked river boots.
Oh.
From the fight.
Yeah. Oh, they're intertwined.
Yeah.
That's really sweet. Oh, golly. Oh, what a symbol.
Carries the weight of the love they had for each other.
Tell you what, we got a family plot. He's going in it.
You come back and see us again.
Oh. So is he going to get any of his ashes up to Brokeback?
I imagine maybe he'll bury
that shirt.
That shirt and jacket.
Yeah.
His DNA is on it, so a piece of him would be buried there. I like the subtlety of that scene of like the mom and dad having different thoughts about Jack and their feelings, but it's all like subtext.
Yeah.
When you get like what little context Jack has mentioned of them before, and then you get to kind of actually, in this limited experience, kind of assess them for yourself. Ooh, old Trans Am.
Oh, his daughter?
Cool. That's a nice ride, damn.
In the 80s now.
Like the car?
Is it yours?
It's Curtis.
Well, I thought you were seeing Troy.
Daddy, that was 2 years ago.
Damn.
Troy still playing baseball?
I don't know what Troy's doing.
What does Kurt do?
Works out in the oil field.
Real manly work.
He's a roughneck, huh? I guess you're 19, you can do whatever you want. Is that right?
Damn.
What they tell me.
So fascinating, the passage of time.
Daddy, you need more furniture.
Yeah, well, got nothing, you don't need nothing.
Oh.
So what's the occasion?
I'd say we're getting married or I'm pregnant.
Me and Kurt, we're getting married.
Hey.
Aww.
Well, how long you known this guy for?
About a year. The wedding will be June 5th at the Methodist Church.
Arlen
Jeannie will be
First
singing,
Methodist.
And Monroe's going to cater the reception.
Forgot, is Monroe the husband now for Michelle Williams?
This Kurt fella, he loves you.
Yeah, Daddy. He loves me. Was hoping you'd be there.
Oh.
I think I'm supposed to be on the roundup down near the Tetons.
No.
Dude, it's your daughter's wedding. Come on, buddy.
Come on, man.
You know what? I reckon they can find themselves a new cowboy.
Hey.
Thank you.
Jesus,
Thank you, man.
show up for your daughter.
Getting married.
Yes. Calls for a toast.
To Alma and Kurt.
You're here.
Glad they didn't give her any dialogue. You could just see that expressiveness in her face when he said that.
Yeah.
But does Eddie Munson live next to him?
Yeah, Chrissy Wake Up is happening just across the way. Oh no.
For our jacket.
No, keep it.
Swallowed it up for her.
Yeah, just bring it to her next time. Bring it to her for the wedding.
Go to her.
Seriously, man. Although, honestly, this is good. He's keeping something from her.
Aww.
Photo. Aw, he's keeping the clothes up there next to the photo. Always remember Jack.
Jack will always be there with him now. Aw.
Poor guy.
Jack, I swear.
Oh.
Wow.
The world just outside the window.
That's nice, yeah.
Beautiful frame.
That little patch of green still left out there.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
My goodness, gang.
That was incredible.
What
Based
an
on a short
experience
story.
that
Oh,
was.
wow.
Yeah. Golly, gang. If you made it to this point in the video, thank you for sticking around, for watching alongside us. If you could leave a like on the video, that would be massively appreciated. Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when the next reaction video comes your way. And if you want to get the full-length reaction experience alongside Aaron, Andrew, and myself, see everything that does not make the reaction highlight reel that you're watching right now, you can do that over at patreon.com/TheRealRejects, where you can sync up with your own copy and get the, couch, like you're just across the screen from us kind of vibe. If you see a reaction highlight reel here on the channel, probably as a watch-along over at the Patreon. And you know what else is over at the Patreon?
What's the Patreon?
We got a lot of lovely people. We got a good community. You guys get a view into our shooting schedule day in and day out. You get to ask us the questions that'll guide the review portions after so many of these videos.
Yeah.
And you get to save yourself a little discount if you so happen to head on over to rejectnationshop.com for some teas such as these. Gang, I'm just gonna scrub through the credits here. Actually, nah.
Jack actually
there's
did
nothing
not
happening.
die.
Just pull forward down and we're good.
Did you, Aaron, did you see who the music was by?
Was it by the same guy?
It's by the same guy.
Oh, wow.
It is literally the same guy.
Gustavo, I'm probably going to mispronounce it. I always do. Santa Yaya, however you say it. But yes, that is the same guy who does Last of Us Parts 1 and 2.
Makes sense.
And he does the TV show. That's why it sounded like him.
That's
that makes a lot of
bonkers.
sense.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right then.
Yes.
It is not just a case of acoustic guitar sounding like acoustic guitar.
I'm sure people who didn't make it to this portion of the video will be letting us know, though, in the comments. But
that's fun, though.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
There's a reason it sounds like Last of Us, guys.
I was going to say, well, and, obviously, you're out in the wilderness, you're in the elements.
Yeah.
Whew, boys, how are we feeling?
We're feeling. What an incredible movie.
What a ride. What a ride.
It definitely it met the hype level that it's been withstanding the last 21 years for sure. Incredible performance. I like how much it was a character-driven story too. I still enjoyed the plot very much so, but the chemistry between Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal was off the charts, and I really liked the performance, especially Heath Ledger. Jake Gyllenhaal was fantastic as well, but with Heath Ledger's character, you just really could feel that inner conflict, the introspectiveness of his character, what he's going through, and just, he wants to live this life with Jake Gyllenhaal's character, but he's just afraid to let anyone in, and you can really feel it too. And I like that they really made this choice to really allow the character to express, just most of the characters, not express a lot of dialogue, but more just emote with their facial expressions, just more visual dialogue rather, and let their facial expressions do the actual, talking for itself. And you can understand that as an audience. I think that's a very powerful tool if executed properly. And boy, was it done to perfection for the most part in this film. It's a really powerful tool when done right. And Gustavo's music too. I think we talked about it earlier. I like that in this case, the music didn't tell you how to feel, but it was just kind of sitting along with the characters and letting the film breathe as well. And I thought the film was really well paced as well. It was kind of deliberately a little bit of a slow breather, but because you're so invested in the characters, you don't feel that time going slow. And the way the passage of time is used as well makes the film feel very tragic as well. That it's even though they're still technically in each other's lives, they didn't get to spend their lives together. And it was really heartbreaking to watch, actually.
Yeah.
But incredible performances, incredible film. Ang Lee, phenomenal job. I can't remember. Did he do Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon? Was that Ang Lee as well?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a phenomenal.
Life of Pi.
I haven't seen that one, but he is an incredible
And
director.
Gemini Man.
I have not seen that one, but he's an incredible director. I mean, he knew what he was doing when he was directing everyone in this film, especially Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal. But really well directed film as well. And I love the way things were framed as well. But incredible film.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it as well. Yeah, the performances were really strong. But yeah, I really like what this said about, the relationship between like masculinity and loneliness, and then also trying to be able to express yourself within a time that is regarded as not very friendly to someone who is gay. And yeah, I think the way they were able to navigate that was really interesting. I thought this was a very compassionate movie in the sense that, I feel like a lot of times where we have films, and it's not a universal thing, but we were following people that are typically some semblance of likable, or they have like some redeeming quality. And I feel like this movie didn't really try to showcase like, oh, like you should root for him because he's a good guy. I feel like it very much showed a flawed person, a lonely person, or two lonely people that were just trying to figure out how to live life in love, even if they did have, partners, and you can condemn them for that, but you can also understand why things were the way they were within the time that it took place. Yeah. And even Ennis's relationship with his daughter, and seeing how she was some semblance like him, and that she was very sort of quiet and pensive, and through the experience of learning his daughter was getting married, and that she was embracing true love, and that she was reaching out to him because and this is what I'm picking up, that maybe she's some semblance of lonely, and he's able to then give a little back and show up for his daughter and show up for someone in the way that he never really could, because he was just pushing everybody away. He pushed his ex-wife away, he pushed Jack away. Even though he wanted love, he didn't know how to receive it.
Yeah.
And I thought that was it was very well executed.
And Linda Cardellini as well.
And Linda Cardellini, exactly.
Yeah. No, I would echo all of your sentiments so far. It's definitely one of those movies that just allows you to drink in the characters and the performances and kind of feel. It's a textural, experiential kind of movie, so a lot of it is about just soaking yourself in the vibes. And obviously, from this point of view in this moment in time, there are a lot of ways in which you're like, just talk to him, just go to him, just go be together, and obviously this is happening at a time that is prohibitive of that, and it's tough to make a movie, especially about a guy who doesn't want to talk very much and who clearly has so much going on under the surface that's not being said, but that's the strength of, and like all the performances in this are great, but Heath Ledger is on another level. He is like the core of this whole thing because he does, it's like he's not any crazy, maybe it's Heath Ledger, but he's just so into the mannerisms, and not that anybody else isn't, but he really embodies this guy in a way that nicely grounds things, even though you are sort of in pain over the fact that he can't, express in certain ways, and he is so guarded in certain ways. But you have the sort of interesting contrast to the fact that even though his and Jack's philosophies on how to live and get by are very different, even though Ennis is repressed and he, has a lot of trauma and loneliness in his life, he makes it to the end of the movie partly because he has, these inclinations, partly because he has these coping mechanisms. Mm-hmm. And so it is this interesting thing of like, he gets to go on living, he gets to see the marriage of his daughter. He has, this beautiful memory in what, appears to end in a kind of quietly tragic way, but with a little element of peace. It's interesting because yeah, this is definitely like a tragic story more than it is like an uplifting one. And you know, on the Jake Gyllenhaal side, it's like you really feel both of their perspectives because Ennis is like, look, no one's going to understand. And even if we find the most remote place to go, somebody could still find out and could kill us over this. And that's real. And that's not even that long ago that was, it's still real even now. And, you know, you have his philosophy and what he coupled with what he saw as a kid, what his dad, you know, drug him out and showed him and may have been involved in, you know, looming over him. So you 100% get why, you know, with a core wound like that, you would never almost want to. It's like, it's amazing that they had this relationship at all from the Ennis perspective. Whereas from the Jack perspective, it's like, you know, it sucks to live in this, you know, constraint, never being able to just express freely and, you know, be ourselves and be in love and enjoy that and have a life together. And so like he goes out in a super harsh, tragic way, but he lived more ostensibly, even though they both didn't get to live quite enough. So yeah, it's very tragic. It's heartbreaking. There's a lot of really lovely, like it's not an overly melodramatic movie, which is cool. Like it definitely, like this didn't catch me super by surprise in a lot of ways, but as a piece of art, it is very, again, textural. There's a lot of really gorgeous photography. You really feel the settings. You really feel like you're in the elements with them. And, you know, yeah, the lyrical way in which it shows you both the growth of their bond, then the struggles that they face after Brokeback Mountain. And the fact that Brokeback Mountain, is this memory, is this sort of thing that they're always trying to, like, get back in touch with and rekindle. And it's, you know, it's so vivid when you're there. And then it's this thing that they're always trying to kind of, recapture somehow and never quite succeeding. And so, I mean, we have some questions here that I'm sure will kind of smooth out the convo. But I thought this was really strong, just lovely cinematic art, you know, and Ang Lee's direction I thought was very patient and very, like you guys have said, compassionate. Very compassionate movie, and even characters that you don't like as much or see as much from the POV of, you still kind of understand the lay of the land and how and why things at this moment in time are the way they are. And I think it's got a really interesting just setting in general, because what do you know about this from the outside? It's the gay cowboy movie that won a bunch of Oscars. But, you know, I didn't realize, that this would be a 60s period piece going into the 70s, broaching on the 80s. And there are so many things about this that are classic Western, but there are also things about this that are more, you know, of, you know, the kind of budding contemporary world that we know now. And so it's like they're living this on the cusp of when, I forget when Stonewall happened, but like they're living this on the cusp of when maybe gay rights are about to start sort of maybe actually happening. And that makes the tragedy all the sadder. But then you end up in a place where, you know, I think it's, you hardly ever see Jenny at all, but like I do like that Alma Jr. like does take after her dad, and there is something there even despite all the trouble. And it's a movie that never seems to excuse the trouble, and it never seems to, you know, be too bleak either, despite some of the harsher stuff. So very, very well done, very touching.
Better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, let's hop into a couple of these questions here. Also, great music as well. Nikki Sonrisa starting us off. Who wants to take it away? Fight, boys.
Hey, fellas, I'm so happy you're reacting to the super important LGBTQ plus film. I remember going to see this in the middle of the day in a crowded theater back when I was still figuring out my sexuality. And I was so grateful to experience such a beautifully tragic queer representation on screen. Question, what lessons did you take from the film, if any? Personally, I love how the film highlights the way homophobia hurts everyone, not just queer folks.
That's a great point.
Yeah. No, it's a great point, just because, you saw that not only that Heath Ledger's character had to repress, as well as, Jake Gyllenhaal was a little more open about it, as John was pointing out, but also, too, you see the ramifications of what happens with, like, Anne Hathaway's character and with Michelle Williams. You could see that, you know, they just fell in love with these two guys, and because of the possible consequences to what could happen in this relationship if they were together. Now they get married to these two women, and now they have to deal with what's going on, knowing that their husbands don't really love them in the same kind of way. Now they have to unfortunately have to deal with that, which is sad in itself too. So it just highlights a time in society where there's a lot of people that are just really bigoted out there. I mean, times have changed a bit, but not so much. But yeah, I mean, I would say that's the experience. It's just it's fascinating, the psychology of it, when you look at why people can't just leave people alone, let them love. So I would say that's a big lesson just that I took from it, is just like letting people, feel their feelings and let them live their lives and be left alone. I really felt so bad, not only for obviously Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger, but especially this PTSD that his character had to go through ever since he was I think he said he was 9 years old when his dad drug him out there. So it's totally understandable why he felt that he had to repress everything and keep everything contained within himself once he saw this, and was afraid that something like this could happen to him if he ever allowed anyone to find out that this is who he was. So it's just really tragic in that way.
Yeah, I would say the thing I took away most from the movie is that the ramifications of trauma are just so powerful, and that if unaddressed, it can permeate through all aspects of life and the people of the lives that are of the person that are being affected. Yeah, with Ennis, because of what happened with him as a kid, his parents dying and then his siblings leaving, he was just afraid to let anybody in. His wife, Jack, his kids, the second girl he was dating, and then he just never found like a sense of self or foundation, because he was always trying to like search, in a way that was keeping him safe. And it just really sucks, I wish that, especially in those times there and the location he was at, there was some semblance of being able to navigate the waters of his own subconscious or his own mind, so he can heal from that, and then maybe one day be able to embrace this love that he has for Jack, because they deserved it, and because of the times they were in, they caused the people around them to be hurt, because they were essentially their beards more or less, even though they did have kids with them and stuff. But yeah, that wasn't the life that they truly wanted, and they felt like they had to conform because Ennis literally thought his life was on the line if he did embrace this, and seemingly Jack got killed for it. So it just sucked. But
terrible.
Yeah, that's ultimately what my takeaway was.
John?
Yeah. I mean, it's fascinating to watch something like this because, we are at a point in time where there is more queer media and queer stories are allowed to have more joy.
Yeah.
So I again, wasn't sure what to expect here. And like you pointed out, it is a beautiful and a tragic movie. And it is one that, there are a lot of tropes surrounding queer characters, and the fact that, a lot of times they die or are, there are a lot of different struggle movies for marginalized folks out there. And this certainly has that, but it wasn't pulped up into that mode, maybe even as much as I thought it could be. Not that I was necessarily expecting that, but yeah, I mean, I would echo your guys' sentiments. I would echo just that compassion is key and communication is key, and it's hard when you live in times like this where like you said, there's a repression that exists, and this will actually segue us nice into the next question. But the fact that homophobia hurts everybody is a kind of a really nice observation on your part, because it's not just about Ennis and Jack and the suffering that they endure for not being able to love each other as they wish to and be together, but it's also the fact that they're not, for both understandable reasons and some other reasons that could be improved upon that are less tied to social constructs and bigotry and stuff. Like there's so many ways not to communicate, and so that affects the wives, it affects the kids, it breaks up families, then you're getting divorced, and then you're inviting somebody else into this whirlwind, and then you have whatever's going on with you and the person you actually want to be with, or the people you actually want to be with, and you aren't free to explore. So yeah, I'm surprised actually that this was as restrained as it was in not having, I thought one of the wives, and this isn't a gripe, I just was kind of expecting like one of them to be like, hey, I see you and it's okay or something. And we don't really get that. But yeah, I mean, just the compassion for yourself and the people around you is key. Not that that would have helped anybody here in a major way, but maybe in smaller day-to-day ways. But yeah, I'm glad that this movie exists to help, push the progress along, because especially too, again, there are lots and lots of harsh struggle movies, and certainly, like I said, this has that, but there's also a lot of beauty here, and there's also a lot of, you really get acquainted with what there is to lose and yearn for through the experience of what we saw here. So, but yeah, Care Bear next up. Hi, J-A-N-A. Hello to you. Hooray for more queer media. Ang Lee won an Oscar for Brokeback, the first person of color to win Best Director.
Wow.
Let's go.
I did not know.
Saying the script depicted authentic rural America, rural America and its accompanying repression. It certainly feels authentic, from our limited vantage. Question: how do you think Brokeback handled showing the repressed emotions of its characters, whether queer or straight?
I think it handled it phenomenally the way it was executed, but I like that the film relied on minimal dialogue and maximum subtext, and also, too, the physicality kind of replaced the words. So there were times where, because so much was repressed with the characters, when there was moments of intimacy, whether it be with Ennis and Jack, you could really feel that because so much had been boiling within them, and then they let it out through physical emotions. Then whether it be, a scene with Ennis and his, I guess ex-wife at that point, but she had been letting so much repress within her that they had never communicated that he was gay. And then when she had confronted him about it and they were finally communicating, now he is letting it out. So I think that was a really wise choice. I think I had said that initially when we started the review, but I think films can be extremely effective when you go that route of less dialogue and letting facial emotions be expressive in that way, because you can tell right away with the actors if it's done correctly and executed the right way. You can tell what they're thinking and they're feeling, and I thought that was a really powerful choice in this film.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with everything you just said. Yeah, I think the way that it depicts the authentic rural American experience coupled with the accompanying repression, both of those things were in spades in this movie. The way that they were able to, speak between the dialogue, and they are able to, showcase that pain without overtly putting dialogue to it, and I felt like that was very powerful. The way that they were able to, showcase that in all the characters, from even Anne Hathaway, who had a much smaller role than I anticipated when she first showed up on screen, but even the way that she was able to communicate these looks and these things through her eyes was very powerful and very telling as to the state and mindset of her character. As in addition to Michelle Williams, and who, you get a sense that she was lonely in this relationship, and that she resented Jack. She resented Ennis for the way that he didn't show up for her, not only because he was hiding his sexuality, but just because he was so absent and just kind of consumed in his own loneliness, not wanting to really embrace the fact that he had a family. And all of it's really sad. You see this theme of repression and isolation through all of these characters, and it does suck. And I think the moment that I don't know the legacy of this film, or what people really talk about when they see it, but the only time we really get people talking about their own feelings is when we have that last conversation between Jack and Ennis, where they're talking about, like, we've been doing this for 20 years, and I'm upset that I can't quit you. And then Ennis is breaking down as well, and that's the only real time we get them like actually addressing their shit. And then Ennis kind of goes off and avoids it, as he usually does. He's afraid to let people in close to him. So, and I thought it was a very poignant thing to contrast the sweetness of one of the times they had on their trips with him leaving with the last time they see each other. I thought that was very powerful.
Yeah, 100%. This whole movie is lives in its subtle emotions back and forth, the repression, obviously. And there's tons of repression because, obviously, Ennis and Jack are repressed because of the, unique position in society that they are occupying. They are certainly forced into the closet, into the shadows, all that stuff. And so, there's always something fascinating watching as the kind of testing of the waters happens there. But, there's so much with every character, whether it's like a subtly veiled threat or, people kind of implying that you're not safe here or we don't want your kind here. Like when he goes back to Randy Quaid and, the little things that make you paranoid about that. Also the little things that suggest that, maybe this character knows more than they think they do. Do you ever feel like everyone's looking at you? From the two of them, Jack and Ennis, to the wives, to everybody, it does go back up to the first question in that sense of not only homophobia, but like repression in general hurts everybody. And if you live in a society that is largely repressed or that is repressed in significant key ways, that can, boil over onto everybody. But from an acting standpoint, from a writing standpoint, I really appreciated, at least in this first viewing, what they chose to show and depict. And the way the actors all handled the authenticity of that, I thought was quite terrific.
Yeah.
We got time for one more real quick. Orion's Heavenly Light.
Take it away, Aaron.
The score of this movie and cinematography absolutely stunned me and my husband every time we rewatch the movie. Do you guys have a favorite movie where you feel the score and cinematography are perfectly matched together? Especially interested in Andrew's pick because he's a fellow film score buff. Love you guys. And I agree with another comment here that hopefully the LGBTQ reactions also include a good variety besides gay men. I say this as a bisexual man married to a gay man.
Hey, bring them on, man.
Yes.
Bring them on.
Yes.
I love variety, so all and everything. Bring it my way.
Yes, sir.
Well, my favorite score that matches cinematography with the score, I got to go with my favorite movie, Shawshank Redemption.
Sure.
That the score by Thomas Newman. To me, that score just it matches with what the film is going on. The themes of resiliency, never giving up, also being uplifting in such a downtrodden situation that the character Andy Dufresne seems to be in. So I'd have to go with that score, and I've listened to that score numerous times without the movie itself, just listening to it by itself, and it is such a gorgeous freaking score that that I can actually see what's happening without actual. Without actually watching the movie, I can see which part of the movie is happening just from the score alone. So I would go with Shawshank Redemption.
You're here? Hold
on. I think the one that first comes to my mind is the Batman. I feel like the way the Batman couples its score and its very intentional cinematography together are one of the few. I feel like the Batman and Nolan films are very much films rather than superhero movies. They're both. But I feel like the way that he's able to capture the tone of the noir thriller and the darkness and pensiveness of that Gotham and how gritty it is. I feel like it really comes through in Michael Giacchino's score. So that'd be my choice.
Michael Giacchino, solid
Michael
choice.
Giacchino, yeah.
Yeah. Great choices both. I would say the ones that come to my mind right now are a pair of movies by the same director, Panos Cosmatos. He did a movie called Beyond the Black Rainbow, as well as a movie called Mandy, and both of those have really cool, surreal cinematography and really cool, interesting. Black Rainbow is certainly very synthetic. There's other tones in Mandy as well, but both of those movies have such striking aural, visual, sound, and eyescapes that those immediately spring to mind for me. Just such vivid and deliberate and striking visuals combined with these really transportive and immersive sounds. So
I'm gonna have to listen to those now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But hey, leave us your thoughts down below. Also, shouts out to the Elijah Wood Maniac. I like the POV plus synth score thing that Rob did. Anyway, gang, leave us your thoughts on any of these questions. Leave us your thoughts on Brokeback Mountain.
Let us know if that's really Jake Gyllenhaal's mustache, too.
Yes,
we need to know.
Another mustache gate to solve. But yeah, were you there? Did you see this when it first came out? Is this one of your favorite, dramas? Let us know your thoughts, and we'll catch you on the next one. Much love, people, and we'll never quit you.
Mm-hmm.